Hello, everybody. Good evening. Rose here. Today I am doing a react to the comment sections of two of Chantal's live streams. And the interesting thing about these live streams is they're titled exactly the same. So the name of the live streams are Tinder Date. I take it that there's a part one and a part two. She should have titled them differently to know which from which, but she decided to title them both the same. So in these live streams, she's all dressed up and ready to go on a Tinder date. She's going to go meet up with some strange dude. Although today she could have gone to spend time with her family. I guess today is her grandmother's birthday. Her grandmother passed away, for those of you that remember. She had her grams. Her grandmother passed away, unfortunately. Chantal should have been spending time with her family, but instead she's allegedly going off on a Tinder date with some random dude. And she says she has anxiety, but how can you have anxiety if you're meeting up with a stranger for the first time in a strange place? Yeah, that's something that somebody with anxiety would really do. Anyway, so I took a look through the live stream. She's not really doing much of anything. She's getting ready to go on her date, and then she's driving off to see the date. Let me go ahead and just share the screen so you guys can see what I see. And during these live streams, in one of them, I don't know exactly which one, she's changing her clothes frequently. She's undressing in front of the camera. You guys don't need to see that. I think I can spare you the agony of watching her be half naked. So we're just doing the comment sections for these videos. So there she is in front of her camera. Yeah, as you can see from like me scrolling through, she's changing her clothes, taking off her shirt in front of the camera. Like I said, you guys don't really need to see all that. It's inappropriate for YouTube. And she's talking about this date, I guess, with a guy who's got a motorcycle. I don't know. So we're just covering the comment section. So let's start with comment section number 1. Christina the Latina says, "Aw, Chantal, you are so sweet and considerate. I can't believe people call you selfish, mean, and say you only care about yourself. That couldn't be further from the truth, especially because you ditched your family to go out on a date with some random dude. Because ditching a loving family to celebrate your grandma who passed away for a birthday for a dude you never met, just to make Natter jealous, is so considerate. I bet you can even remember your grandmother's favorite meal. You're a gem, Chantal. Don't you ever change, Queen." Yeah, she said in a live stream earlier, "Oh, I'm going to change. I'm going to make changes to my life." Obviously, there are no changes here because she should have been spending time with her family. At least make an appearance and say hi for like an hour. She could always go see Natter later, but Natter he takes all priority. To heck with the family. Let's go spend time with that loser. Sober Ketovor says, "I got a sleeve tattoo on the anniversary of my grandmother's passing, but obsessing over a man is kind of the same. I'm sure she'd be proud of your choices. You definitely won't regret any of this on your deathbed." Chantal's that person. She has no regret, no remorse about anything. She's convinced herself that everything she does for herself is right. Brooklyn Brixton says she has anxiety because she edits her pictures so much, she looks like a completely different person in real life. Every guy she meets blocks her right after. As far as guys blocking her right after, I don't think it's just her appearance. I think it's her attitude. The fact that she just can't casually meet somebody and feel them out. If you meet up with Chantal for 5 minutes, she's going to fall in love with you, and she's got plans for marriage already in her head. No decent guy is going to want to be around somebody like that right away they just want to jump right in and get nailed down into a relationship. But yeah, Chantal is guilty of catfishing, of editing her pictures to the 9th degree. And I don't know why she does that, because when you meet up with a person, they're going to see who you really are. So why go to that trouble to be somebody you're not? if it's going to get exposed here and there. I think that's why she prefers guys that are overseas to talk to, because if she had to meet somebody local, they would see the truth of what she is and not be down with that. Random Nothing says, here she admits she got off, called Natter to see if she can go see him in Lachine, but he told her he's washing Dee Dee's porch. That's his hook. He has her exactly where he wants her. The more he says no to her and knows this, the more she wants him. Natter is 100% winning in his con game. Yep, he's a grifter, he's a con artist, and he knows how to play Chantal. He knows that the more out of reach he is, the more she will do to put him back in reach. If she has to buy him food, pay his rent, pay his bills, give him extra money, she will do precisely that. It's just a shame that all of that fever, all of that passion that she has for chasing after this man that doesn't want her, she can't put towards her own life. Because if she put even a quarter of that towards her life, what she could accomplish. You know, her determination, her passion is, it's all wrong. It's in the wrong place. Evie Zamora says, I could never in my life imagine going to see a guy who is living with the woman he is sleeping with and only being able to sleep with him when she leaves her house. That is the most pathetic crap ever. Yeah, the whole situation is sad, it's pathetic, it's sick, it's twisted, it makes no sense. But in the Chantal universe, it makes perfect sense. Afrocentric Rose says, Chantal isn't going on a date. She's pretending to go on a date to get a reaction out of Natter. Newsflash, Natter doesn't care. Never has, never will. Chantal could go on a million dates. As long as she is not spending money on those guys on the dates. She wants to go get some quick booty. He's okay with that because that's one less thing he has to worry about. Starfishing her. If somebody else wants to step in and take care of the starfishing duties, oh, he's more than happy to share that. As long as she's not treating somebody like a sugar baby and giving her money, she can do whatever she wants. Miss Blackwood says, got off to call Natter again and begged to come over, even though he has already told her he's busy cleaning for Natter. And you got to know that Natter is laughing at Chantal once he gets off the phone. Look at this sad, pathetic woman chasing after me. I'm going to keep her waiting. Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to keep her waiting. Yeah, you know that's happening in the household. That as soon as he gets off the phone, he and Dee Dee are laughing about how desperate she is and how she's literally sitting by the phone waiting for his call. If she were a boss bitches don't wait by the phone for people to call. They got things to do. But he knows she's desperate and she sits home waiting on him, and he takes full advantage. Karen B says, imagine going on a blind date and having this show up. She has a lot of pics of herself when she was much younger on her dating sites. Yeah, there's Chantal living in the past. I would give her more credit if she posted a picture of what she really looks like, showing her real self and getting responses, than catfishing people. Catfishing people isn't nice. It really isn't nice because people are looking at you and thinking that you're showing your real self when you're not. If you look drastically different in your pictures than you do in real life, I mean, what's the sense? You're lying to people for what purpose? At some point, either you got to walk away from that person when they start pressing you, I want to see you on camera, I want to see what you really look like, or they find out and they run away on their own. And, you know, at some point, things got to end. Lime Jello says, hey, Chantal, here's a challenge. Show yourself stepping on the scale, not just the voice telling you what you weigh. You know, I'll bet dimes to donuts she's about 500 pounds. Prove me wrong, Chantal. Get on an actual scale that's not been played with in front of the audience. Take your phone with you. Point the camera down at the scale number and prove that you're not 500 pounds. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Mandy Valdez says, oh, we are in the arc where she pretends to go on a date to try and make him jealous. He's not going to be jealous, though. He doesn't care. He does not care. Mystic Sky says, Chantal, if you want to find out just how much Natter cares for you, stop giving him money. Stop giving him anything. No rides, nada. It should not be a one-way relationship. You're allowing his behavior and he's taking advantage of it. If he loves you, he'll stick around without you buying him and paying for everything. Seriously, he would want to be with all of you whenever you could, public or private. He would be proud to have you on his arm. Have more respect for yourself. Always remember, people will always treat you the way you allow them to. Yeah, that would be the final test. If she looked at him and said, listen, I'm not giving you a single thing. I promise you, if she said that to him, he'd cut her off. And she knows that. She knows that he's around for the money. And that's why she keeps giving it up, because there's no real feeling there. She's aware. She's not unaware. And so she just keeps paying him whatever he feels like taking from her. Let's see. Freya says, wow, poor grandma and family. You would rather meet up with a total stranger than go see your family. You would rather taint the memory of your grandma that you said you loved. I doubt you ever did. Another bad choice, but it was your choice. Yeah, her life, her choices. One day she might look back and regret not spending time with family, not spending time with her grandma, but I doubt it. She's very self-absorbed. And self-absorbed people walk around with no regret and remorse about whatever they say or whatever they do. Karen B says she's gained a lot of weight in the past few months and she's oblivious. Love that for her. Well, I'm sure she's aware of how much weight she's gained. And she's probably doing it for the feeders that pay for her food and buy her new clothes. She's catering to that very small niche of people in her audience. But what she's failing to realize is that what about everybody else who's not a feeder? Those are the people that are coming to her videos and could potentially sign up for memberships and give super chats. By catering to a very small select group, she's neglecting everybody else. And that little niche is not going to make for a very big paycheck at the end of the day. Billy Martin says that Tinder date is about her as real as her weight being 340. Yeah, you know what I've noticed about Chantal and her dates? She pretends to go on dates. She gets in her car, she starts driving, and then they always end up the same way. Oh, I've thought it over. I'm not ready yet. She always backs out. She never follows through. So it's all a scam. It's all a scam. There is no date. There is no other guy. How could she have another guy when she is so wrapped around Natter? This is the same guy that she proposed to on his channel saying, I got the dress and I got the ring, claim me, marry me. So if you're serious about marriage, why would you consider going on a date with another dude? I mean, that's so backwards. Ashish Karowski says, here comes the usual manipulation and treating her beaters like crap. Yet these enablers still give her their hard-earned money to someone as terrible as Chantal. Yeah, because they're idiots. Point blank, they're idiots. Shamu Pandu says, this one better have a job and a credit score that doesn't begin with 3. Jalen says, I guess we are driving the long road to Natters tonight. Love that for you. Yeah, I love that for her too. Let's see. Brooklyn Brixton says, that green dress did not fit her like that a few months ago. She's gained like 80 pounds in 3 months. I don't know how much she's gained, but I estimate she's eating between 3,000 to 5,000, maybe 7,000 calories a day. That means she's putting on a pound or 2 every day. Every day. And she's going to town on the nashies. Those nashies are very calorie heavy, plus the Starbucks drinks. She's consuming very calorie heavy food. How could she not gain weight? You know, it's calories in, calories out. You're consuming a lot of calories, but not using them up while you're awake. It relates to you gaining weight and getting fat. Let's see. Heather says, one flew over the cuckoo's nest and landed in the villa. Fibronasi fan says, the fake trying to cry for 35-minute video didn't work. So let's try get ready with me date. She will get $10,000, $12,000 as pay in the next few days and will still not be happy. Hey, Beezers, please address this. They won't address it because they found their, home in her channel and they don't want to get away from it. Let's see. Everybody talking about the bruises on her arms. I've already addressed that. Grandma Smurf says a Vagisil shower, yuck, can't cover the funk. No, there's only so much the Vagisils can do. It's no substitute for keeping yourself clean. Let's see. Lady D says that shirt is 2 sizes too small. It looks horrible. I guess it doesn't matter. Natter has seen it all already. Who doesn't take a shower before going on a date? There is no date. Yeah. Who goes on a date to see somebody new and you're not going to take a shower? I can't think of a single person that will go on a date and not take a shower first. You're meeting somebody new. You're giving a first impression, and your first impression is you're someone that you're showing up stinky. That's going to go over well. No, I don't think so. I really don't think so. JJ says, girl, you should really call the bariatric program back and see if you can get the gastric process started. You're looking uncomfortably large. Thing is, JJ, they would never approve her for surgery for a variety of reasons. She's got too many health problems. She's not serious about losing weight. Doctors would want to see her already started on the journey of losing weight. Before her surgery, she would have to drink liquids for nothing but liquids for 2 weeks. She couldn't do that for 2 minutes. She's a diabetic. Wounds take a while to heal. And because she's got her problem with food, let's just say, for devil's argument, that she went through the surgery and she made it off the table safely without complications. Because she's still got a problem with food, because she's still a binge eater, what would end up happening is that Chantal would still want to binge, and she would try to binge, and either she would vomit repeatedly because her stomach would be so small, or she would rupture her stomach. Surgery would not be a good idea for her. She would have to straighten out her issue with food. She would have to start losing weight and be on a liquid diet, and she can't do any of that. More people suggesting weight loss surgery. Guys, weight loss surgery is not a quick fix. It is not a quick fix. Anybody who's gone through weight loss surgery will tell you that. You got to put the work in. You got to get your head right. If you got any problems with food, you have to be in recovery for that. She's not. She's on her channel catering to her feeders. She's got feeders in her chat that encourage her to eat. Weight loss surgery would not be good for her. It just wouldn't. It just wouldn't. With all of her health problems, she would not make it off the table. She would not. She's a binge eater. And just because her stomach would be smaller, that would not stop her urges to binge. She's got to get that addressed before anything can happen. So that's the comments for the first Tinder date video. Let's move on to the second one. So as you can see, she's driving to meet this guy.
All right, guys. In 300 meters,
and she's doing this for Natter. She's doing it for Natter. She is like, I'm going on a date. You better call me. You better let me come over, or else what? He's gonna be with Dee Dee and wait for you to go back home. Yeah. So let's go to the comments. Deanna Larson says, do you think she tells them that she's bald and wears a wig? Or do you think she doesn't tell them, and while she's starfishing, it flies off her head and the guy freaks out? As I said, I don't think there is any date. Chantal has made the comment before that if she's intimate with a guy, she has to be comfortable with them first. So I would imagine that if she meets anybody new, it's going to take a while to build that comfort. So by that theory alone, she's not going to starfish with whoever the guy was, but honestly, there was no guy. It's a big old lie. Afrocentric Rose says Chantal is always exposing herself with her own words. She knows she's a catfish. She catfishes men on these dating sites. That's why she's so nervous to meet these men in real life. Yeah, because you lie about yourself, you got a lot to be afraid of. If you are yourself, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Uh-oh. One spaghetto por favor says, remember to let him know you like to make up fake essay charges if things don't work out. Wow, that was brutal. Uh, let's see. Random Nothing says, wow, so many gullible folks falling for this already. A few minutes into the stream, Natter calls her and she changes her mind. She manipulated him into calling her and it worked. There's no date, folks. She's off to Lachine. In 2 hours, Natter will end his stream. Yep, he sure will. We know these two quite well by now. Let's see. Lynn Smith says, so meeting up with family stresses you out and causes anxiety, but meeting a stranger doesn't? The lack of respect you have shown your Grams and family today is disgusting. Just when I thought you could not go any lower, you do. She doesn't care about her family. She doesn't care about them. She cares about what she wants. It's all about Chantal, Chantal, Chantal. Lime Jello says, I wonder what picture she used to catfish this guy. Wonder what his first thought was. Besides, hope she doesn't think we're getting on my motorcycle. Oh my. Nona says, are you guys still falling for this? The only man she meets is Natter or her dealer. Yeah, like I won't believe she's seeing another guy until I see proof on camera. Until then, it's all hearsay. Random Nothing says, start the clock. Natter is live and will get off at the 2 hour mark, starting when this ended. So she will be there in 2 hours, not a date. How do you all not know that this could just be a random dude? This is her cover up. She's off to gun trawl. Yeah, he'll end the live in 2 hours and they're going to spend time together. And since she's going to come back and she's going to pretend she had a date. Angie says, you lie all the time. I'll be back in 2 minutes. There you go, disrespecting your members. I'm not the only, no, I'm not one, so I could care less. Everybody talking about she's doing it to make Natter jealous. As I said, Natter doesn't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't care what she does. Dealer 1000%. Let's see. Random Phil says, you can't do anything that could potentially cut your ties with Natter. This is past ridiculous. Just like how you can never keep him blocked. Grow up, you're nearly 40, not 16. She'll never grow up. She's kind of got a twisted case of Peter Pan syndrome going on, like the little girl that never grew up versus the little boy that never grew up. Let's see. 33. No Name says, that looked like your drug dealer getting your fix. They're going to Natters. You're not fooling anyone. I checked satellite. Your car and his motorcycle are not in the parking lot. You're getting bad at being a liar. Oh. Oh, so you're getting called out by one of your own channel members. Watch out, Chantal. It's not just Kiwi Farms you got to watch out for. Let's see. Fatfished again. So that's it for the react to these two videos. I just covered the comments section. Like I said, Chantal's just going on her date. and she's probably lying to people. We don't need to see that. Hope you guys have enjoyed this react video. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and please take care. Bye-bye.